There's a lot of events that are coming up, and also that's why we have also University of Michigan Symphony Orchestra South Africa concert tour from 21st May to 28th May. This concert is brought to you by a classical movement. That's why online we have Francis. Francis, how are you?
Very well. How are you guys doing today?
Yeah, I'm good, Francis. Thank you. We saw this advert of this tour of Michigan Symphony Orchestra that is coming in South Africa from 21 until 28 May. Can you tell us more about that?
Oh, absolutely. But before I tell you a little bit about the tour, let me give you some background about the company that I'm with, because we actually have quite a long history of coming and touring in South Africa. Actually, they've been coming for 31 years.
Yes.
So this is a company that has got a beautiful and long history of bringing all sorts of meaningful cultural experiences and specifically orchestras and choirs to South Africa, because that is exactly what they do. Classical Movements is
Yes.
the premier concert touring company of the world's greatest orchestras and choirs. So they really specialize in bringing musicians around the world. And like I say, they've got 3 decades of experience. They do
Yes.
more than
Yes.
40 tours a year and they go to 148 countries. So they really know their stuff. And it's always such a pleasure when Classical Movements brings anybody to South Africa, really, because, the South African audiences are
Yes.
just so
Yes.
lovely. And the people from Europe and the people from the United States, they really appreciate coming to our country and meeting our
Yes.
audiences that are so lively. And we have such a special appreciation for music. But yeah, so Classical Movements have been bringing people like the Boston Philharmonic Youth Orchestra. They brought
Exactly.
Minnesota Orchestra here,
Yes.
as well as
Yes.
the St. Olaf Choir. And they also had the Islombi Choral Festival, which was a festival that ran from 2009 until just before COVID,
Yeah. Yeah.
where they would also bring choirs to come and sing in this country and just meet
Yes.
all of the
Yes.
people here
Yes. Yes.
and do some cultural exchange.
That's great. That's great. That's great.
But yeah, going to this orchestra that we're bringing here, wow, this is going to be a really fantastic tour. Mainly because, the University of Michigan is famous for a lot of reasons, but also their music department, where they teach music and arts and theater and dance and all of those things, very, very famous around the world. So this orchestra, although it is a youth orchestra, it's
Yes.
very, very professional orchestra. They can really play up there with some of the best orchestras of the world.
Yes.
And they really serve as a training ground for young musicians
Okay.
to then go on and have really successful careers. And they are also a Grammy award winning and nominated orchestra. They're being led by Kenneth Kiesler, who's been with the orchestra also for quite some time. And he is
Yes.
also a Grammy nominee, but he's also won numerous of other prizes. He's conducted the National Symphony at the Kennedy Center, as well as 30 other orchestras around the
The
world. So
world.
he's
Yeah.
also quite well known in the world of orchestras. He's a really sought after conductor and also a mentor and a teacher.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So this is going to be the group that is coming, but with them they are bringing some really important soloists, which I will tell you about. And they are also performing repertoire that is just, because they know they're coming to South Africa, they really created this repertoire that was specifically tailored with South African audiences in mind. There's African roots in every piece, whether it's a piece that was composed by an American composer or even some of the South African pieces. So it's really proving it's going to be quite a show-stopping performance, I
Yeah.
think, for
Yeah.
anybody
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
interested in
Yeah.
classical
Yeah.
music.
Yeah. Yeah. Francis, what South African music industry can learn from Michigan University?
Oh, wow. Well, anybody who is a musician or a singer would appreciate this concert because, like I say, they really are an orchestra that is on top of their game,
Yes.
being led by really quality leadership, not just in their conducting sphere, but also with their artistic direction. And if you go and have a look at the long list of achievements that they've got and the venues that they've played in the world, you will very quickly realize that this orchestra is, it's not just another student orchestra. This is a highly professional group. And so, with musicians, anybody who's a singer or plays an instrument, they will know that, there's only so much that you can learn from books when it comes to
Yes,
music,
yes,
but at
yes.
some point you have to interact with the music and you have to also watch other musicians play. So let's say you are interested in oboe or you're interested in sax, you are going to go out and you're going to find people playing these instruments and to go and watch them play so that you can get a sense of the type of focus and dedication that it really takes in order to be a top player in an orchestra.
True. I know there's a few artists, world-class artists that are coming. Can you mention their name?
Oh my goodness, yes. So first up, we have the amazing Karen Slack. She's a soprano from the USA. She's really one of the most celebrated sopranos. And she's also a leading advocate for the diversity in classical music. She's also won all sorts of awards, which too numerous to name here, but I am going to mention that she's already won the 2025 Grammy Award for the best classical solo vocal album. So she's just recently been crowned a Grammy Queen. So that in itself should already tell you that she is just an excellent singer.
Yes.
But she's really dedicated to new works by living composers. And she also serves all sorts of positions with different opera houses. She's also a faculty member at the Band Center for Arts and Creativity. So, she's just absolute. You know when you meet somebody and you can see this is a queen.
Yes,
Karen Slack
yes.
is definitely just a queen of vocals. So we're really excited to bring her, and she's also very excited to come. With her is going to be Daniel Washington.
Wow.
He is a bass baritone. Yes, you know Daniel Washington.
Yes.
Yeah, so you must know him. Yeah, so he's a tenured professor at the University of Michigan, but he's actually also an honorary professor at our University of Cape Town. And he's an expert in African American classical music, but also in spirituals, and then also in the opera Porgy and Bess, which is one of the operas that they're going to be, or one of the pieces that they're going to be performing when they come with the orchestra. Yeah, he's just an award-winning artist. He's a teacher and a mentor. He's performed all over the world. He actually also created the role of Steve Biko for the Royal Opera's Biko, which was an opera that they put on about Steve Biko.
Yes.
So yeah, he's just if you hear his name and you hear people going quiet or they say wow, then you must know Daniel Washington. Excellent voice.
Yeah.
And then traveling with them is going to be our local lady, Goitse
Goitse,
She's a native
yes.
of Garanku. Yeah, Goitse, exactly. We're very excited for Goitse to come with us as well. She obviously became connected with classical movements when classical movements brought the Minnesota Orchestra to South Africa. And so she toured with them and she sang with them as well because they were doing Beethoven. And from there, a relationship with us grew. But Daniel Washington is actually her teacher as well. So that's also the connection there.
Yeah.
So she's going to be coming with, and she's going to be singing the other soprano piece. Yeah, and she's also just, she's also very critically acclaimed. She's really made a very good name for herself as a South African soprano. And she really embodies this rich blend of South African roots and like classical artistry. Yeah.
Wow.
So those are the three vocalists.
Francis, please take this opportunity and tell us about your venues and where can we get tickets.
Okay, so the venues that we've got, the first place where we're going to be is in the Aula here at the University of Pretoria.
Okay.
That's going to be on the 21st of May. I'm just going to single out the Aula because they are the only ones that have got tickets available at tixa.co.za. That's tixsa.co.za.
Yes.
The rest of our concerts, they are all available on Quicket. So the other concerts that are happening is going to be at Soweto. We're going to be at the famous Regina Mundi Roman Catholic Church. I personally am looking forward to this concert the most because going to Soweto to that church and the audiences there are just always so lovely. And it's such a nice big venue. Are you going to be there?
Yes.
I'll keep an eye out for you. Yeah, so after that, we've got one final concert at Johannesburg at the Linde Auditorium. That's going to be on the 24th of May.
25th of May.
And then the whole crew flies all the way down to Cape Town where they're going to have two concerts. The first one at Hugo Lambrecht's Music Centre.
Okay.
That's going to be on the 26th of May. And then Cape Town City Hall on the 27th of May.
Okay.
So just to remind again about the tickets, all of the tickets are available at quicket.co.za, except for the Pretoria one, which is at Tixa, tixsa.co.za.
Where can we get, where can we follow you guys? Maybe your social media platforms or your handles.
Oh, yes. It's very easy to find us on social media. We are Classical Movements. Wherever you want to look us up, we are on Instagram, we're on Facebook. On Facebook, we do post a lot of written updates about our tours and what's happening, who are we taking where, and even photos during the tour, small little updates. But we also do post quite a lot on social media on Instagram, where obviously it's a little bit more photos and sometimes some videos.
Yes,
But yeah, you
yes.
should be able to find us there. And even on YouTube, you'd be able to look
Okay.
us up and find our YouTube channel, where we also post some updates about some of the tours that we're bringing.
Okay,
And you can
what is the
literally
handle
just
of?
look up classical movements.
Oh, okay, okay,
Classical
okay.
movements. You should find us very quickly.
Francis, that's all for now. Thank you for
Thank you
this
so much.
information.
I really appreciate it.
We will see you at Regina Mundi.
I'll see you
We'll
at
make
Regina
sure
Mundi. Okay.
it's packed.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Bye.
Thank you, Francis. Bye bye.